I don't know why it's acting like that. Keeps deleting the chat off the screen. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, man. When we get back, I'll get on Twitter, read some of this gay shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I was going to do a Patreon, but I feel like everybody wants me to talk about stuff today, so I guess I'll do a normal one. There's a lot going on in the world. I got to go down to the place in a bit. They're going to fix my brakes. I need that bike working so I can go make some money. Oh, man. All right, we got to go for the phone dies. We got 12%. Oh, I want to fall in love with you. Going to the gas station. Oh, man. Read the news when I get back. You know, I thought they were going with Kamala Harris, but I'm not so sure now that Barack Obama didn't endorse her. That's weird. What's Obama got up his sleeve? Hillary endorsed her. Obama got something up his sleeve. It'll be interesting next couple of weeks to their convention. I mean, it seems like everyone's behind Harris, but Obama's not. That's not just nobody. That's a big somebody to not be behind her. Obama. That's not like some random senator. That's a Barack Obama. That's the big dog. And he didn't endorse. Maybe he doesn't want, he knows how bad she is, bro. He knows she sucks. He knows it. Maybe he doesn't want to endorse her because when she loses, he doesn't want, you know what I mean? I don't know. He's got to endorse her though, right? As we get closer to the election, he's got to. I mean, boogeyman. Donald Trump, the boogeyman. Yeah, he said they need to have a process to pick a nominee or something like that. It's actually smart. Obama's a lot better at optics than a lot of the Democrats, which is why it was so dumb. Remember when he went and drunk the water in Flint, Michigan? That was such a dumb move by Obama. That's one of his blunders, but usually he's all right. He kind of gets it more than they do. Like their rhetoric will be over the top. And Obama, remember Obama always shows up every once in a while and tries to tone things down slightly. He'll be like, hey, everybody we need to vote. Just go vote. If you don't like it, don't protest. Go vote. Don't burn the CVS down, vote. That's his thing. Tells you to vote. The rest of them are unhinged. Dude, I kind of hope Kamala wins. I told my girl last night, I said, I hope she wins. She looked at me like I was fucking nuts. But there's a sick part of me that wants to watch you all suffer. You deserve it, man. The fact that you guys are willing, look, at this point, every single one of us should be like, we got to get Trump back in there, fuck it. That's where everyone should be right now. We should all be on the same page on this because this country's in the tubes, the prices, everything, a mess. We should be done trolling. We should be done playing games. We should be having serious discussions about this. And if you don't like Trump, you should be making serious fucking arguments as to why we should vote Kamala. But I'm not seeing none of that. It's the same childish, gay-ass behavior every fucking day. And what that tells me is you all have not suffered enough. Therefore, 4 years of Kamala, she will definitely get us into more war. I'm telling you, you all need serious repercussions, bro. You need serious consequences for your behavior, and then you will change. And we'll be better off long term if you all get those consequences sooner rather than later. I'm telling you, it's a hard pill to swallow, but they have to learn the hard way. That's the only way these people learn is the hard way. They don't learn that. Like, I could tell them all day they're wrong. It doesn't matter. They have to learn the hard way. This is how some people are. Like, these people are so goofy. Like, when you say, oh, well, Biden did this, they blame it on Trump. Anything bad that happened during Biden's administration, they blame on Trump. Just like anything good that happened during Trump's, they said it was Obama, remember? Like, these people are goofy. So, we have to elect Kamala Harris. That way, she follows up Biden, and then everything bad that happens, they can't blame it on a Republican. I mean, I see another other option here, man. You're just going to have to accept the suffering. And Kamala Harris would be one of the worst presidents ever. Ever. Not because she's a Democrat, simply because she is a terrible human being. Her political record is awful. What she did to black men in California prisons is awful. And she should go to jail for it, but she won't because we don't live in a just society where people who abuse their power to punish the innocent don't get punished themselves. We don't live in that society, so we'll never see that. But the thing she did in California, she should go to prison for. She shouldn't be the fucking president. She kept innocent men in prison and used them for labor. And she knew they was innocent. She had DNA evidence and hid the DNA evidence. That's who you want to make president? I mean, let's be realistic here. That's an evil person, bro. That's pure evil. And that disqualifies her for me right there. Keep trolling about drafts. You might want to grow up a little bit here. Hello, I need a Swisher Wild Rush. Yep. Thank you. Oh, shit, that door. Y'all keep trolling about a draft. Oh, you're going to go. You're going to go. Gentlemen, I'm a 37-year-old man. I know the laws. I've been alive a lot longer than you. No, I do not get drafted before a 20-year-old. So I get that you want to troll and everything, but once again, why are you even doing it? Do you think I'm an idiot who's going to panic and go, oh, they're going to draft me? No, they draft you first. I don't care if they draft. I don't give a fuck, bro. Do you not realize I don't give a fuck about any of it? Do what you want. Elect Kamala. I'm all for you suffering more. I don't care anymore. I told my girl last night, I was like, I thought Trump was going to win in 2020. Like, just because you think that Kamala sucks, I mean, she could easily win. Like, this is a reality you need to wrap your head around. This can happen. And yes, things will get worse if she wins, 100%. So, go ahead and prepare yourself now. Tell yourself every day that she's going to win that election and things are going to get worse. And start preparing now for the next 4 years. That's all you can do. Go ahead and get your hopes up, just like you did in 2020. It's not going to happen anyway. Prepare for the worst possible scenario. And as I've said many times, I'm a sick motherfucker, so I'll find joy in watching them suffer. I'll find joy in it. I found a lot of joy watching these guys cope with the Biden presidency and cope with the prices. And I find a lot of joy in it, watching the Democratic Party implode, just like I said it would. You put Kamala in there for 4 years, the Democratic Party will be even worse shape by 2028. And then who will ride in to save us? Lord DeSantis. He will be there. Trump will be long gone. He will have lost to Kamala. His political career will be over. And we will have DeSantis. And he'll wipe the floor with Kamala. Especially after a 4-year presidency, after all her failures. Oh my God. And it will be one of the worst 4 years in this country's history. Now, long term, that's a good thing. Long term, people seeing the reality of the Democrats' power is exactly what we need. That's how we win long term. As we teach these people the hard way. They ain't gonna learn the easy way. They need unimaginable suffering. I mean, this is what they need for it to click. So let her win. What do I care? And when she wins, and I'm on there that election night explaining to you how this is a massive mistake and you all lost again, don't say cope. Don't make the same mistake you did last time talking about cope. Because we saw how that turned out this time. We all now know that I was not coping. I was actually predicting the future with incredible accuracy. And everything I said came true. And so the next time I do it, gather around the campfire and listen and stop acting like you're smarter than me and you're educating me on anything, or because you're not. And don't dare act like I'm coping or I'm angry or any of that, because I've accepted her victory today. I've already accepted it. She will win, and that's just the way it is. I don't cope. I've never coped my fucking life, and I ain't about to start. That's something you all do. I think from now on, if I see you projecting your beliefs and thoughts onto me, I'm just gonna block you. I don't got time for this shit no more. You fucking weirdo. Quit projecting how you feel onto me. Quit projecting how you act onto me. I'm not you, and you're not me. Feels good purging the faggots out of your life. It feels good. I can't believe Michelle's going to run, but after what Obama said, I don't know. I mean, he did say he didn't endorse Kamala, so he must know something. Obama must know something we don't, because he ain't endorsed Kamala. So what does he know? What does he got up his sleeve? It would be funny to watch them all get behind Kamala, and then Michelle announce she's running, and then they all abandon Kamala. That would be funny as fuck. Not gonna lie, that'd be funny. They all just go, well, yeah, she's blacker than you. We're going with her. That's Obama's wife. And then everybody talking about how qualified she is. Oh, she was a DA and all this. And then they switched up. it probably will be Michelle now that I'm thinking about it. That makes so much sense that they would do that. It fits their playbook perfectly. Well, Kamala's more qualified. They're arguing that Kamala's more qualified to be president than Trump, who was president. These are the level of arguments I'm dealing with right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, they're coming up with the stupidest arguments you've ever heard. Of course, the arguments don't matter. None of it matters, really. People are so fucking retarded, they're going to vote for her anyway. You have to break. You don't have to convince people that Kamala Harris sucks. Everybody already knows that. You have to convince people that Trump is not the boogeyman that they have in their head. And that's hard to convince. Everybody knows Harris sucks. Nobody wants Harris. I mean, if they had to choose, they wouldn't have chose Harris as their nominee. They'd have chose somebody else. But, you know, it was kind of forced upon them, so they all just went along with it. Because they're all sheep, NPC motherfuckers. There's a lot of questions like, did Biden even send that tweet? You know, there was an original letter, and the letter did not mention Harris. Then he followed it up with a tweet afterwards that endorsed Harris. A lot of people are saying, how do we know Biden even made that tweet? That's a good question. Now, I feel like Biden will come out this week, give a speech, he'll endorse her and everything, but these are still good questions. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck does that work? What's funny is all this talk about democracy, the will of the people's right to vote for the person. And their nominee is someone nobody voted for. Do you know Kamala Harris, nobody even voted for her during the 2020 primary? She dropped out before the first vote. That's how unpopular she was. So, it'll be interesting. But you're not running against Kamala. You're running against the illusion of Trump. You have to break the illusion. And that's why the assassination attempt broke some of that illusion. This illusion that Trump is this pussy, scared little bitch. And when he goes in a room with world leaders, they just intimidate him. They punk him. Does anybody really believe that after what they saw last Saturday? Do you believe Trump gets punked in the room? Trump goes in that room and he says, look, I'll drop a nuke on you. And they believe it when he says it. They believe it. They believe that he's a loose cannon, and that's an asset for us as a country, that people think our leader is capable of wiping them off the face of the earth, that he has that in him. I don't think he has it in him, but they believe it. They buy into it. And it keeps them from making any moves. I mean, why do you think they're trying to kill him? They don't want him in there because he's a different type of fucking president. They don't like it. But trying to fearmonger about Trump's presidency, I've already seen it. They're trying to convince me that Trump is going to be a dictator, when for 4 years I can remember many days me getting on here going, God, he's such a pushover, bro. He just lets them do whatever they want. He gets walked all over, man. He won't do what needs to be done. I wanted him to be tougher, and he wasn't tough enough for my taste, quite frankly. So I'm supposed to believe that same guy is going to suddenly become the toughest motherfucker ever. He's going to go scorched earth on him. He's going to put him in jail, all this. No, he's not doing any of that. He should. After they tried to kill him and everything? Oh, fuck. He a better man than me if he don't, because I would. I'd go for fucking that throat, son. I'd lock every one of them up. But Trump's not that guy. He's just not that guy. And so as they keep trying to make him out to be this guy, and I'm like, no. I've never seen it. Never seen it. Been watching Trump for decades. I've never thought that about him, that he was some evil guy out to get us. Well, he fucked some dude over in the business world. Why would I care about that? How do I know the guy he fucked over ain't a piece of shit too? You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about all that. I don't know what the hell's going on. The business world is a cutthroat world. I listen to Kevin O'Leary and stuff. I listen to them talk about it. It's a cutthroat business. It's not for the weak. The business world is not for weak men. When you're you're talking about business with millions and billions of dollars on the line, these aren't weak men running these businesses, bro. These are some cutthroat, tough motherfuckers. But just because a guy's tough in the business world and he might fuck some dude out of some money or something. Another rich man, by the way. Fucking another rich man out of some money. Not like he smacked a donut out of a poor guy's hand or something. Oh, they're all going to endorse Kamala. None of this is surprising. What would be shocking is one of them come out and support Trump. That would be shocking. That would be something you don't expect. But them all kissing Kamala's ass, that's fucking... By the way, they say we're mispronouncing Kamala's name. I don't even know how to say it. I listened to a clip of Morning Joe, and she said Kamala, and then she said they're saying it Kamala or whatever. And it kind of sounded similar. Like, the way she said it, it sounded the same to me. I don't know. Not everything is hateful. Not everything comes from a place of hate. So relax with that fucking crybaby shit all the time. Like, oh God, you mispronounced someone's name. You hate. You know, we hate Kamala Harris because she locked up people for weed and then went on the radio and said she smoked weed and all those fucking shit. Has nothing to do with the bullshit you guys are talking about. You hate her because she's black, yet we all love Clarence Thomas. Like, make that make sense. So we love Clarence Thomas. We love Thomas Sowell, but we hate black people? What? They're blacker than Kamala, though. They're way blacker than her. What are you talking about? Clarence Thomas is blacker than Harris. How is Clarence Thomas like an idol on the right, but the right is so fucking racist? Now, if you can explain that to me, maybe I'll hear you out. But if you can't explain that, then just shut up about race, bro. This stuff is deeper than race. Now, don't get me wrong. There are racists on the right. There's racists on the left. There's Jew hate on both sides. That stuff exists. But to say it's a majority of the party is where you go wrong. You can say it exists and talk about it. But when you try to make it like it's the mainstream of the party and everybody thinks that way, I can assure you everybody on the right is not racist. I've been over on the right long enough. I've been observing them. There is definitely racists over there, but there's tons of right-wing people that don't like those people either. They don't like Nick Fuentes. They don't like all those guys. So everybody feels the same way about those people. They don't like them. Conservatives see them as a cancer on their movement, just holding the movement back. They're right about that. Guys like Nick Fuentes get Democrats elected with his rhetoric. He doesn't say anything of value. But he's also a young kid. He's in his early 20s. He's having fun. He's trolling. He's having a good time. He's really not thinking about it the way I think about it as a 37-year-old man. The way I think about it is, man, you got a big following, Nick. Maybe you should watch what you say, you know. Maybe you shouldn't give the other side ammunition to use against you and use against the party. Maybe you should be a little bit, but I mean, I think he was attacking Trump the other day. Nick is just a troll, bro. He's just trolling. He's just... I wouldn't be shocked if he even believes anything he says. It's just a big game to a lot of these people, bro. They're just here to make money and troll, and they got that fault. They get off on all these people worshiping them and telling them how great they are. And I feel like some people get, like, they start off kind of normal, and then they get a certain fan base. Let's say you get a bunch of racists following you, right? And a majority of the people that watch your channel are racist. And you can tell because you read the comments. You know, you're not stupid. You know the type of following you have. You know the type of people coming in because you can read what they say, the type of jokes they're making. Of course, I think you can make racist jokes and not be a racist. I mean, it's just a joke. But some of you ain't joking around. I see the shit you be typing. I'm like, oh, damn, son. Where's the punchline? Some dude typing about, we need to kill all these people. Where's the punchline, though? What's a joke? Oh, I was just joking around. I don't know. What's the joke in that, though? We should just kill everybody? You can't just say I was joking around when you say... There's people that do that. Like, they say some crazy shit, and then they go, I was just fucking around. I was joking. Not everybody's going to take it as a joke, bro. But when you're trolling, having a good time, you're getting reactions. And your fan base is eating it up. They're eating it up. So Nick has just went down a road. He's went down a path, and these are his people. This is his audience. He's been banned off everything, and these are the people that have stuck with him. So now he has leaned even more into that energy. There will come a time, because I don't think Nick is this guy. I don't think this is who he is deep down. I think it's a character. I think he's playing into this for a variety of reasons. There will come a day in his life, though, where he will look back and regret it. If it is a character, if he's not 100% genuine, he will regret doing it, because when he's tired of playing that character and tired of being that guy and just wants to act normal, he won't be allowed to. His whole audience will turn on him. This is why you should just be real on here and stop being a fake ass clown. Let people unsub. Let them leave. Fuck it. Just be honest. And who wants those soft people anyway, who you disagree with one thing they think, and you automatically you become they hate you now. They were the biggest fan in the world, but you said something, they disagreed with it, so now they become the biggest hater ever. Who the fuck needs these people? They're goofy. Who watches somebody's podcast and agrees with everything they say? Who the fuck does that? There's not one person on the fucking planet I agree with everything they fucking say. I watch a ton of people and they say things and I go, I don't know about that. Now, I don't fucking go to the comment section and cry about it. I just go, disagree. Disagree on that one. But he's not here to talk. We're not talking to each other. He can't hear me. So I'm not going to go to the comment section and pretend he even reads that shit. I'm just going to shake my head and keep listening to the show and just move on. I mean, who gives a fuck? I could understand if the guy, like if you was in a live stream like this and you knew that your comment would be read, but on those big channels where the comments are going a mile a minute, I don't even know why you're typing anyway. Nobody's reading that shit. Those channels where you have to send a super chat, and they don't even read those. There's so many of those they can't even read them all. But at least you might get read because you sent some money with it. You can go to one of these streams. Look at the chat. They're typing away. Nobody's reading it. They're typing paragraphs. Nobody's reading that. It's going a mile a minute. Nobody's reading it. Slow it down sometimes. Scroll through it. They're typing away, asking questions and shit. Nobody read. Patrick Bet David ain't reading that. What are you talking about? Even if you wanted to read it, how could you? There's so many of them. It's going so fast. Can't read that shit. As if anybody cares. And it's not like you're chatting with other people in the chat. It's going a mile a minute. Nobody can read it. It's just flying off the screen like this. Nobody can read it. So who gives a fuck? Type less, I say. Type less. And start listening. after you get done listening, just think about it amongst yourself. Think about what was said in your own brain. Argue with your brain. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Type amongst yourselves. I told you not to type, now I tell you type. What else are you going to do? Sit in silence. Think about what you've done to our country with your dumb vote. Think about how you sold out your fellow Americans, sold him out, threw him under the bus. For what? For what? A nation of fucking trolls. A nation of trolls cannot last. A nation of unserious clowns cannot make it. When are you going to realize that? The only time you people take something serious is when it's made up in your fucking head. Oh, Project 2025, dictators are coming. Oh, you'll get very serious about some fantasy shit. You ain't serious about no real shit ever in your life. Crazy, ain't it? Ain't that crazy? I heard they were putting barcodes on the sidewalk in Georgia trying to get people to search Project 2025, put them in black neighborhoods. Putting QR codes on the sidewalk in the black communities so they can learn about Project 2025, a bunch of nonsense that ain't even real. It has nothing to do with Trump. And I bet you if we actually read Project 2025, I bet you it's not even that bad. I bet you. One day I'm going to read it, even though it's completely irrelevant because Trump doesn't even, it's not his platform, so it doesn't even matter. But I just have a feeling that if I do read it, there's going to be a lot of shit in there that's just not that bad. It's going to be shit like, you're not allowed to kill your baby. Oh no, the horror. Oh no, the horror. You're not allowed to dance naked in front of children. Oh! Oh my God, how will we survive without this? Oh. My God, did you hear what the Republicans want to do? They don't want you to dance naked in front of children anymore. Oh! I mean, these people are so out in the open. I don't know how you can vote for them based on that alone right there. The fact that they say stuff like that, they should lose the election. The moment that they said, listen, Republicans try to pass a law. The law says you cannot dance naked in front of children. You cannot do no sexual stuff in front of children. You cannot talk about sexual things in front of children. By the way, being gay is a sexual thing. Am I going to the gym today? No, I'm seriously injured. I'm recovering right now. We're taking time off from the gym. But you threw me off. What was I talking about? Who gives a fuck? Vote Harris. Vote Harris and throw it all away. Why not? Hell with it. You have to admit there's something funny about her winning and it getting worse. Like there is something funny about it. Got in a bicycle wreck the other day. It's getting better. Just gotta heal all this bruising up and shit. I'm all bruised up, fucked up. Sure, I'll be a lot better by the weekend. I predict I'll work out this weekend. As soon as this ride shows up, I'm taking this bike down there. They're gonna fix my brakes, so I can go work with this damn bike and make some money. That's what I'd be doing right now if the brakes worked. I'd be out working and get some money. Pay the phone bill and all this other shit I gotta pay. I mean, I only got one. I have a lot of internal bruising. That's what the guy said was wrong with my ribs and stuff. He's like, nothing's broke. It's just all bruised up in there. This shit is fucked. I got a big ass bruise on my hip though. Like, damn. And I got that road rash next to it too. Like, oh. I do take vitamins. As soon as I figure out how I'm going to eat today, I'll take. You got to eat with a vitamin. I don't have no food right now. I ain't got no money. Spent my last dollar on a wrap. I wouldn't waste the money. Overpriced shoes. But I guess if you're rich, go ahead. Who cares? You're rich. Who cares? The shoes match your shirt. Who cares? That's how you can think. See, when you're poor like me, you can't think of stupid shit like that. You can't think of things like that. Shit. No. You can't worry about what you're wearing or any of that. That's what I'm saying. When you're broke as fuck, you can't be worried about other people's opinion. Who gives a fuck? Like, I ain't got time to worry about what people might. Well, what's he wearing? What kind of shoes he got on? Who gives a fuck? I'm wearing what I got, sir. You don't like it? I don't give a fuck. I don't even know you. I don't even know why you guys are so worried about it anyway. Go to Walmart sometime. Look at how these people dress. They got pajamas on. They're dressed for bed at the fucking. They're walking around in pajama pants. There's way too much walking around in pajama pants going on. I actually hate it. I can't stand it when I go out and people in pajama pants. Like, wear some sweatpants or something, but you're wearing pajama pants with like fucking Mario Brothers on the side of them or something. That's some shit you wear in the bed. It's not some shit you wear fucking walking around. Thin little ass pants that you can damn near see everything through anyway. I got the black and white badge today. What? Oh. Patreon, it seems to come in throughout the month. I think the day you subbed is the day they take it out every month. The money doesn't come all at once. Every few days you look in there, there's money in there from when they took it out. I was going to do a Patreon stream today, but I figured we'll just do a normal one. Because everyone will be asking me, oh, did you talk about Kamala Harris? Did you do it? We'll just get it out of the way today. They'll still be asking. People are weird when they comment. You can tell they didn't. You can tell they don't even watch. It's the weirdest shit. I read comments all the time. I'm like, this guy doesn't even watch. Like, I 100% know he doesn't. Based on what he said in this comment, there's no way he watches. There's no way. Andy Bashir, no. I mean, for Kamala, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess he's better than most Democrats. Would I want him to be I don't want Kamala Harris to win. I mean, that would be a terrible thing. But if it does happen, I'll just laugh. Because I'll know I'll get to watch them. You motherfuckers will be melting down every day. Liberals will be having meltdowns. I predict that by the end of this week, there's going to be a big, and this is why I think Obama saw coming. I think Obama knows that give it time here. She is going to give press conferences. She is going to be a disaster. And there's going to be a hunger in the party to nominate somebody else. So I think Obama's just kind of getting in front of it. I think we're going to see a similar thing with her that we saw with Biden, where people start going, we can't run her either. What the fuck? Oh my God, she's horrible. Like, her whole campaign is just going to be about girl power and being a girl, and I'm a girl, and it's so great to be a woman. It's going to be insufferable. That's her campaign, though. That's her presidency. If she becomes the president, 4 years of black women are magical and all this horse shit all goddamn day. Black women are, oh God, they're so great. Which is why it's like, if she does win in the long term, it's a good thing, because first of all, there'll never be another female president in your lifetime. She'll be so goddamn bad. And the Democratic Party will look dumber than ever. There'll be more blunders, more massive mistakes, and things will get worse. So either I get to enjoy 4 years of Trump and you all melting down every day and laughing my ass off as the prices go down and the world becomes more peaceful and it's just nice and funny. And that's the 4 years we could have. Funny, fake meltdowns every day about nothing. Just guys melting down every day about nothing, literally nothing. Fake stuff in their own mind. And that's what you got to argue about every day, and that's what you have to deal with every day. And everything else kind of starts to get better, but that's what you got to deal with. Or everything around you gets worse. That's your options. Choose wisely. I told you that if Biden was elected, things would get worse. And you can pretend that life is better now. You can pretend. But we all know it's fake. We know you're pretending. We know it's not better. Trust me, we know. You're not fooling us. Marshall! Marshall, what y'all got? Marshall! Get over here! Marshall! Leave it alone, Marshall! Get down to the house. Marshall! A damn dog's got some damn groundhog out there dying in the yard. Dogs were trying to eat the motherfucker. I had to get him in. What the fuck going on? Big motherfucker laying out there. Big groundhog. Yeah, give me the benefits of Kamala winning. Of course, the dogs are going to go after an old groundhog gets in the yard. Why wouldn't they? That's normal dog behavior. That's normal animal behavior. It's in their territory. This is their yard. That's their territory. And this animal has jumped into their territory. Of course, they're going to go after him. Isn't that what a dog's kind of supposed to do? Isn't that why you have a dog, to where things get in your yard that aren't supposed to be there, like people or whatever? Your dog goes after them. Isn't that what you want? That's a dog being a dog. It's what dogs do. He wasn't in somebody else's yard. He's in his own yard. You just ain't gonna sit out there and eat. He's gonna eat the motherfucker, so eat that motherfucker. Old groundhog. Wonder what they're saying on Twitter. I'm gonna connect and find that. Yep. Damn. They caught that Mr. Beast transgender guy messaging a minor. He's been messaging a male minor starting when the minor was around 13 and he was 20. The two constantly joked inappropriately at each other about hentai addiction, sending suggested pics, etc. They confirmed met up together when the minor was 16. Well, there it is. Who would have thought? Who could have saw it coming? God, they're trying to argue. Like, these people are so fucking stupid. They're so cute, though. Like, they're adorable. Like, I love when they team up. That's why I always say bring somebody with you in the Discord. Bring another guy with you because it's funny to watch them team up. And one guy says a bunch of dumb ignorant shit, and the other guy's like, "Oh, he totally owns you. Oh my god, he totally invalidated your point. He totally No, he didn't. You just admitted you're stupid too. I mean, I can't help it. You're dumb too. I mean, so what are we dealing with? A bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Donald Trump, you see, Donald Trump doesn't have more experience than Kamala Harris because Donald Trump was not president in 2016 when he won. He had never held political office. Therefore, like what? What point are you trying to make here? Well, you see, Trump had no experience when he came in, so it doesn't matter that he was president before. That doesn't make him more experienced. Brother, who the fuck was arguing that Trump was the more experienced candidate in 2016? Who the fuck was arguing that? I'm not even arguing that experience. That's not even my argument. Nice try. I was simply saying, hey, Trump was the president. To fully understand how stupid it is, you have to go back to the original tweet, what I originally replied to in the first place. And when you read that tweet and then you read these follow-up tweets from these goofy motherfuckers, you're going to be like, well, what the fuck? What's the point of all that? What's that got to do with what I said? Hold on, let me reconnect my hotspot. They're trying to twist my argument in that I'm arguing that we should vote for the more experienced candidate. That's not what I'm arguing. That's not my argument. Like, let me go all the way back and okay. Somebody said, Harris spent 7 years as a district attorney of a major city, 6 years as attorney general of our largest state, 4 years as a senator, and 4 more as a VP. Donald Trump was a real estate mogul and reality TV star. Which of these has more relevant experience to be president? I replied to that. Donald Trump was the fucking president. That's all I said. And that got twisted. Well, they tried to twist it. They didn't really succeed at it. But they tried to twist that into me arguing that Donald Trump is more experienced or what in politics or whatever. That's no. I just find it funny that you list off all Kamala Harris's accomplishments, and when you list off Trump's, you don't include that he was the president of the United States. I mean, doesn't that matter? If it matters that Kamala Harris was a district attorney, then it certainly matters that Trump is a former president, you fucking nitwit. That's the only point I was trying to make. That's my point. That's my argument. They twisted it into, I don't even know, some nonsense. Go read the tweets. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I deal with. People who just, they get off on this tangent about some shit I don't even believe. I think it's better that Trump isn't a career politician. I don't value all that experience that Kamala has. I was not trying to highlight Trump's experience. I was simply pointing out, hey, you're leaving off you're leaving off that Trump was a president. You're a reality TV star, a business mogul, whatever. You're leaving off the fact that he was the president. Don't forget that this motherfucker was president. Like, what? You can't list off all Kamala Harris's accomplishments in politics and leave off Trump's. That's just silly. Now let me twist that into something it ain't. And then they ask these irrelevant questions, and then I don't answer them, and I tell them that's irrelevant. I'm not even making that point. So what does that got to do with anything? So you're dodging the question. Like, the way these people argue, dude, is so funny. The reason it fails on Discord is it's really hard to act that way in a verbal conversation. It would be even harder to act that way face to face with somebody. That's why it always fails when they get in the Discord. That's why it'll never work arguing like that. And that is another reason they don't want multiple people to be in the call. Because when you act that way in front of a crowd, what happens? Boo! Boo! Everyone's booing. Everyone's like, oh, this guy's a fucking dork. Come on. Because everyone understands that you're making some stupid point that's just irrelevant to the conversation that we're actually having. And you're just playing games, and we're all aware of it, and we just want you to stop playing games and just have a normal conversation. I mean, I figure these people out. I've debated enough of them where I've figured them out. They got to have rules to every debate. That's what I'm saying, like, goes to war with them. Which is what you should do. You should be willing to jump into the call. If you stand by the things you say, then you should be willing to jump in and debate them with anybody. And if you feel you can't win that debate, then maybe you should question your own beliefs. Thing is, I've listened to Destiny debate so much that I've never listened to him and thought, oh, this guy, boy, he's a formidable opponent. He's just regurgitating the same shit I hear from the rest of them. He's just a little bit more ruthless, you know. His approach is to just beat you in submission by being a prick. And that may work on some people, but there are some people that's not going to work on. And you do see Destiny run into those people and get annihilated by them. Because Destiny's not an intimidating guy. You know what I mean? So he tries to act intimidating and talk over you and bully you. The problem with that is it's much like Par. It's like, I'm not afraid of you. I'll beat the fuck out of you, bro. Like, I'm not afraid of you. Nobody's afraid of you. So why would we be intimidated by you? And Destiny would never get loud with the way he does on the Discords and things with people in real life. Unless he thought he had some safety, he had some security, you know, nothing was going to happen. Like, this guy's definitely not going to get up and knock the shit out of me for the way I'm talking. Because there are some people that would. There are some people that, they don't live by the rules of society. They live by a different set of rules. And you disrespect them like that, you're getting knocked out, bro. You're getting hurt. And that's just the way it is. There's a lot of motherfuckers in prison because they live by that. You better show respect. That's the thing about being around people you know are kind of, you know, they're kind of, maybe they're criminals, they're violent a little bit. You just got to show respect. I mean, that's just the way you got to be, and it is what it is. And you ain't going to have no problem with these people if you just respect that they're loose cannons. And when you around these people, you better act like you got some sense. Some people, they just don't. And some people online talking to people like they shouldn't be talking to them like that. I see it all the time. I'm like, bro, you don't even. Like, in real life, that guy'd probably fucking knock the shit out of you. And these people like Destiny, they want that civil war so bad, you know. They want to genocide conservatives, all this crazy shit he be saying. Destiny wouldn't last 5 minutes in that type of situation, bro. They'd fuck him up. Does he not realize that? Like, these people like Destiny, these are the last people in this country that should want a civil war to break out. Like, all out civil war. That he's the last motherfucker that should want it. Because what do you think they're going to do to you, Destiny? What do you think people are going to do to you when it's pure chaos and the police are gone and there's just all bets are off? All out warfare. What do you think they're going to do to you? Think they're going to be nice to you? You're going to be one of the first people they go looking for, bro, because you've been running that mouth. And there's people on the right that have been running that mouth, right? It goes both ways. Thing is about people on the right, they got a lot of guns. They be lifting weights and shit. They be training jiu-jitsu. They have some abilities. They have some things. Destiny, I mean, he's got a gun, but I mean, like, only got so many shots. And then, you know, these These rednecks come in packs, bro. These rednecks roll up in the truck. About 4 or 5 of them gonna jump out the back of the truck. There's at least 2 of them inside, probably 3 or 4 of them, really. And they're all gonna be drinking and just fucking. What do you think gonna happen? It's crazy, all these loudmouth little twink motherfuckers running their mouths. Man, it's crazy to me. When I see a dude I could beat the fuck out of talking shit to people like twice his size, that's a mind fuck, bro. That motherfucker don't have no self-awareness. That motherfucker is not living in reality, bro. Because I would stuff you in a locker, bro. And I'm not some big giant guy, but I would stuff your little ass in a locker. Now, the men he talks shit to, they'd stuff me in a locker, you understand? So, hey, you might want to shut up. That's all I'm saying. I'd hush. That'd be me. I'd hush. A motherfucker I know can kick my ass. I'm treating him with respect. I'm not gonna. Why would I want to fight this guy? I'm not gonna win. So, if you size a guy up and you think, well, he'll beat the shit out of me, you know, or at the very least, we're gonna have a fight. This guy ain't gonna be easy to beat up. I mean, you better act like you got some sense. And Destiny's loud and mouthy with everybody, bro. I ain't never seen him be respectful to nobody. He can't have a respectful conversation. I mean, I get reciprocating energy. If some loudmouth right-wing motherfucker comes in there and starts yelling and shit, yell back, all right. But I've seen some people try to have polite conversations with Destiny, and he treats them like shit. And it's just like, damn, man, this person's just trying to talk to you and try to understand your thought process and why you think the things you do, so he can better understand, like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all. But you are just nuts. And we learn a lot about that behavior. When we see him acting like that, it's like, this motherfucker isn't someone that you can coexist with. He don't want to fucking coexist. He wants to kill everybody that disagrees with him. He's fucking insane. And I don't want to hear, well, he's just trolling. He's 30 something years old, bro. And he like 36, we learned the other day. It's all right to troll and stuff, man, but when you're trolling that way, like when you're making fun of a dead firefighter who was killed by some crazy mass shooter guy, and he died shielding his daughters from the bullets, when you think it's appropriate to make fun of that guy and troll that as a 36-year-old man, I mean, come on, bro. As a grown man, I can't respect you in any way. That is, you're just not somebody I can respect. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's just, we're just having fun, we're just trolling, lighten up, you know. No. Once again, I'm not a kid, man. That's not going to work on me. As a grown man, you are a fucking loser, bro. You're participating in behavior that you're just too old for it. There's no excuse for it. You're not some dumb kid that's being edgy. You're a grown man. You're 36 years old. And you find it appropriate to make fun of this guy for dying? I mean, come on, bro. Like, you're making fun of some guy who died in a heroic way, saving his family from bullets, took the bullet for his child, and you wouldn't do that. See, all the people talking shit about him are not even half the man he is, so they don't even get to say nothing. This isn't about being triggered or any of that. No. This is about enough of this society we live in where everybody can be a disrespectful fucking prick and get away with it. There has to be a line. Like, there has to be. Destiny's not some comedian or whatever. Even comedians ain't making a bunch of jokes. Even comedians know it's just not something that, it's not going to get a lot of laughs, man. Who's laughing about it? The guy fucking died saving his kid. What's so funny about it? If you find humor in it, maybe you ought to look in the mirror. Something wrong with you, bro. Like, I'm all about dark humor, but god damn. Y'all in a dark motherfucking place, man. Maybe turn the light on in that motherfucker. Y'all in the darkness. Because I just don't see the comedy in it. I don't see what's funny about it. Guy went to a political rally. I thought we're all about democracy. What's more democracy than being able to go to the political rally for your candidate and support your candidate and not have to worry about getting shot dead for it? What the fuck? What's democracy about getting shot dead for supporting a candidate who won fair and square in a primary process? Trump followed democracy. Democrats ain't following democracy. Trump did. So I don't even want to hear this stupid bullshit. This is why none of them will come in here and argue with me anymore. I've defeated them. Defeated them all. They know better. They talk a lot of shit on that Twitter, though. They real loud on that keyboard. But when we get on the mics, things change for them. They don't fare very well, and they've learned it, and they stay the fuck away from me. I've beaten everyone that stepped up here. I've beaten them into submission. I mean, I've had the MAGA crowd. Remember that one guy was hyperventilating. He was so angry at the things I was saying. Truth makes you get angry like that. When someone's just spewing a bunch of bullshit and they're all, I mean, what's there to get mad about? Just make fun of this dumb dork. Donald Trump never lost a debate in 2020. How can you lose a debate against the lies? You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like if we're debating and all you're doing is lying and I'm telling the truth, how did I lose? See, that's where you guys, I just don't get you guys, that you guys eat the lies up. You eat it up. Remember that first debate where he just hammered Biden? He just hammered him. That's so appropriate. These Democrats, I mean, they are fucked up, man. The shit they be pushing, the ideas they push on the country are terrible. I've documented it enough. I shouldn't have to prove it anymore. I've showed too much examples of it. I've let them come in here and talk. I've let them explain themselves. And every time they come on the Discord and explain themselves, they make themselves look ridiculous. That's not my fault. They've been given too many opportunities by everybody to explain themselves, to convert us to their beliefs, and they fail at it every time because they can't sell you this stupid shit they believe. They can't make a case for it. It's so dumb. They can't make a case for Kamala Harris. Oh, they're going to try. But it's going to be ridiculous, the things they say. Well, she was a district attorney. Well, Trump was the president. Well, that doesn't matter. Well, but being a district attorney does? What the? And I can tell how angry they are through the tweets, bro. The way they talk to me, I can just feel the hate, the anger. Because you can feel the energy. It's the energy of they're trying to one-up me. They're trying to embarrass me. They're trying to make a fool of me. And you can just feel that energy. That's a hateful energy. And so they come into the conversation in bad faith. They're not looking to understand my point of view. They're looking to own me. And that's where they fail every time, because you're not going to own me. You're not good enough at this. I've been doing this longer than you. I've battled too many people. So I'm just better at this than you. You're not going to own me. And it's hard to own me because I'll admit when I'm wrong. So it's really hard to make a fool of me. it's really hard to take me down these paths where I'll be inconsistent and hypocritical, because I'm just not going to do that. So if you say something that I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I'll just admit that it makes sense. Remember that one day Junie wanted to agree with me, but he wouldn't, and it was clear that we agreed, and he was like, I don't want to agree with you, but it was clear that he did. These people are weird, bro. Like, they don't argue in good faith. They don't want to actually I want to understand why they think the way they do. They don't want to understand me. They just want to embarrass me, and they can't. They literally can't. I mean, what can you say? I'm broke. You know, you can say all these things, like, but if you had to snap your fingers and you could be put into my life or the life of Par, you're going to choose me. Most people, even though Par got money stuff, you are going to choose me, because getting money is an easy solution. You're like, well, I'll just go get a job and I'll do this and that. That's easy. But there are deep psychological issues with guys like Par, guys like Destiny. Nobody wants to trade places with Destiny. Gun to your head, you'd go live in a tent on the sidewalk as a homeless person before you'd become Destiny. That's the reality of Destiny's life. And that's a sad reality. To think that a guy's got a ton of money, but you'd rather blow your own brains out than become him. That's the sad part about his life. And it's a lesson to all of us that money is not the key to happiness. Having a bunch of money is not the answer. It may make things a little easier, but at the end of the day, it's not the end all be all of life, clearly, because he's got probably millions of dollars, right? Does he look like he's living a happy life, though? He's looked so miserable, and I see guys living in tents that seem more happy than Destiny. That's the thing. I follow tons of guys that live in the back of a van, live in their car, and they seem more happy than Destiny. That tells you Destiny's got some real issues, bro. He's got some real problems that money can't solve his problems. Money could solve our problems, right? You give me a bunch of money, it'd solve all my problems. That means my problems aren't that big of a deal if you think about it. If they can be solved with money, then they're really not that hard to solve at all. Destiny has some shit that you can't fix with cash. No amount of money can fix it. And those are real problems. Those are the problems that keep you up at night, because there is no easy solution to them. It's not like, well, I'll just make more money. I got to come up with a way to make money. There's so many ways to come up with some money. You could go beg on the side of the road, right? Destiny is just fucked up in the brain. Like, he's so fucked up. He was letting his wife bang other men. You know what I mean? That's some deep problems, bro. When you're letting your hot ass wife, bang other men, is crazy. The thing about Destiny is he scored a woman that was out of his league. He should have never been with her. And this is a lesson for Jacob Larson, because I feel the same way about Larson. Larson's with someone out of his league. When you look at Larson and you look at his wife, you're like, huh? Doesn't make sense. So Larson shouldn't take it for granted. Larson should be in the gym he should be working on getting better every day, because she's already out of his league. The fact that she's with him at all is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It makes no sense. So don't take it for granted. You should be in that gym every day, grinding, getting in the best shape of your life, instead of letting yourself go laying on the couch. That's what you're doing now, and that's why you're fucking twice a week. There's no lust in the relationship. There's no excitement. You know, she doesn't come home and see you there and go, "God, I need that cock." She doesn't give a shit. And you're not even a year into it, and there's already that energy in the relationship. There's just Think of when you first got together. You're probably fucking every day. That's the key to the relationship. You've got to. That's why people go out and cheat, because there's no lust in the relationship anymore. There's no excitement to fuck that girl anymore, fuck that guy. So they go looking elsewhere. You understand? So you have to keep that in the relationship. And one of the ways to do that is get in better shape. Stop buying into girls like dad bods and get in better shape. Give that bitch a reason to want to fuck you. Women are just like you. I mean, it's just not complicated. Look at the celebrity men that women fawn over. It's always some dude, some jacked up dude or whatever. Or it's some dude that can sing a song or something. Like it's something like that. So you need to have some talents. You need to have something going on. You can't just go, well, I got married to her, so she's here to stay. Don't fall into that energy. That's the worst energy to get into. She'll 100% leave you. You're taking it for granted. The worst thing you can do with a woman, take it for granted. That's the biggest mistake you make. He's already making it. That's what Destiny did. He thought, hell, I'll let her fuck other men. She loves me. She loves me. She'll never do that to me. So I can trust her fully. Let her fuck other people. It's just sex, right? As a man, that's the worst thought you can ever have. She'd never do that to me. She loves me. Don't ever think that. Don't ever think that about any fucking woman ever. I don't care how much you think she loves you. She will do it. She will do it. You got to be on your toes for the rest of your life. That's just the way it's got to be. She's got to want to fuck you, bro. She's got to want to fuck you. When she's thinking about getting dick, she's got to be thinking about you, not some other dude. And when she stops trying to fuck you on a semi-regular basis, you got a problem, son. Her lust for dick just didn't suddenly go away. Hell, she was fucking you every damn day when you met her. Now suddenly she don't want to fuck at all. Red flag, huge. Something going on. Trust me, when they're into you, they want to fuck. Not on a fucking schedule twice a week either. They'll be complaining about how their pussy hurts, and they come over and fuck same damn day because they're lusting over it. They're more into sex than we are. Hell, we sit around and talk about politics and shit for hours on end. Fucking talking about no pussy. Women talk about dick a lot. Or other men or whatever. They're always talking about shit like that, relation. That's what they talk about. Gossiping about somebody else's relationship. You know what I'm saying? They're always in that energy talking about that type of shit. I tell you, the best feeling is, you know what's better than sex? Turning down sex. When one of them hits you up and you know they want it, and you go, nah, sorry, can't do it. It's so funny. Especially when they've done it to you before. Now you get to do it to them. God, they hate it too. Watch who go crazy. All right. Keeps disconnecting the hotspot. Every time I go to check the phone. I doubt she's cheating now. And maybe she won't even cheat, but it's not a good sign. And then he's like, oh, sex ain't everything. Oh, Larson, stop. Just stop, Larson. Stop coping. Wow, they just cut the power off. Wasn't expecting that today. And let me connect my hotspot real quick. Cut my power off. You believe that? Gonna do it when I'm broke as a joke, too. And being single's boring. So boring. I'm about to call them. I need to go fucking take his bike up there, fix his brakes. Go do a couple Ubers, turn the power back on, get something to eat. That's on my agenda. Any final words before I go? Go find some money out there in the wild. Find some money. We're in the dark. We're in the darkness. Larson better get in that gym, I'm telling you. Yep. It'll be an interesting rest of the year. Man, I thought I had another day of electricity. What the fuck? Damn, what the fuck? That's crazy. I'm $2 in the hole. Believe that? They're running that fucking air conditioner, but it's hot. What a waste of money. Huge waste of money. The hell buys a Connect? 2024. A fanboy. I mean, the Connect was actually a cool idea. They just never did anything with it. It had potential to be something. I just don't think Microsoft is very creative, man. I just don't think they don't have a lot of creative minds over there. Remember that one thing they had? It was like a VR headset you put on your head, but like the Minecraft blocks was like on a table and you could like pick them up and move them like Legos. Whatever happened to that? Every time they show something cool, you can never get a hold of it yourself. They never sell it. You never hear about it again. You're like, damn, that's pretty cool. That's a cool thing. Like imagine if you bought that for your kid and then you had like a big room in your house and you just emptied that room out. And then the kid could walk around that room and there'd be fucking Minecraft blocks all in there and shit. Think of the possibilities. All right, people, come on. I need to go to the fucking place. Where are they at? Ugh. Yeah, those are nice. Why not? The Secret Service woman, oh, she's a clown. This will be funny if Harris doesn't end up being the nominee. Like, what the fuck? Wouldn't even be shocking though. Like they've been a mess for a while now, so I fully expect them to keep being a mess. Get all this hype behind Harris, and then Obama comes out like, "Well, I actually have someone that I like that I think should be the nominee," and then a bunch of these liberals will go, Harris is she's a good person, but Barack's right. We got to go with this person. Barack left the door open for someone else to step up. Someone's got to step up then. I mean, why did he say that? Why didn't he endorse her too? Michelle Obama I mean, if we're talking about unqualified, what makes her qualified? Suddenly, qualifications won't matter, That's what I'm saying. Like, these people want to argue in bad faith with me. I'm well aware that they don't actually give a fuck about qualifications. These are the same people who said The Rock should run and all these other people. And now suddenly qualification. Give me a break. None of you care about that shit. Shut up. Black people always vote Democrat. The fact that they think they need to run Michelle Obama to secure the black vote is very telling. That they're worried about losing that vote. Because they always have it in the bag, and I don't know why they wouldn't have it in the bag this time. I'm supposed to believe black people are suddenly going to come to their senses and vote Republican for one fucking election to send a message? No, they're not going to do that. They never do that. They'll fall in line behind Democrats like they always do, as will most of these people who were saying, oh, I can't vote for Biden or whatever. So, honestly, I mean, like I said on Twitter, this doesn't really change anything. Like, it really doesn't matter who the nominee is, quite frankly. The Republican nominee is Trump, and people are going to vote the way they want to vote. Changes nothing. These people these people were going to vote Biden anyway. All these Harris voters, they were going to vote for Joe Biden anyway. Even with the mental decline, they didn't give a fuck. So this idea that they were all going to not vote or vote for Trump or something if he didn't drop out, that's just a bunch of nonsense. And the fact that independent voters and all these, the fact that a voter that is willing to vote Trump would even consider voting Harris, I don't know if I buy that. I mean, if you're actually willing to vote Trump, then you're not brainwashed by the propaganda. Therefore, why wouldn't you vote Trump? Why wouldn't you vote for him? You've seen him as president, you've seen Biden, and Kamala Harris is Biden's vice president, so she's part of the administration, and she has shown me nothing. Why would I have any faith in her to be the president? Trump actually has accomplishments as a president. Why would I vote for Harris? I mean, if we're talking about experience, Trump has experience in the job. It was so funny this morning that liberals were trying to argue that Kamala had more experience. Then they turned around and said, well, Trump had no experience. It's like, what the fuck is... I'm not arguing that Trump is a career politician. Like, these people don't make no sense to me anymore. Like, they're so far gone, bro. Their arguments become more silly and irrational by the day. Their arguments used to be kind of make sense, but now when they argue with me, I'm just like, what are you even talking about, bro? Or they're always arguing about some debunked bullshit. They're like, well, he told us to inject bleach. And you're like, man, come on, bro. Even the fucking mainstream media admits that's a lie. You got to stop pushing that bullshit. Being sympathetic towards Palestine, once again, those people that were going to vote based on that, we're going to vote for Biden anyway. Whether or not they might say they weren't going to, but they were. Were they going to vote for Trump? Harris is bought and paid for by the same masters that own Biden. So she's going to do what she's told. And she is not going to go against Israel. She is not going to radically change anything when it comes to that. So I don't see how that would sway anybody. She's just someone you can't trust with that kind of power. You giving her that power it's like giving Hillary that. It's just, some people show you their character, and you need to believe them. Nah, because Kamala is his vice president. See, Kamala Harris owns the Joe Biden record. She has to defend it. She owns it. She is not separated from it. Don't let them separate her from Biden. That doesn't work. That's not reality. She's his vice president. So everything he done, she is responsible for as well. She's right there beside him. And so unless she raised her voice when he did it, then why would I trust anything she's got to say? Why would I think she's any different from Biden? Biden selected her as his vice president, so they must have a lot in common. She must agree with him. She defended Joe every day. She said he was fine. She pushed the lie that Joe Biden was completely fine. I don't think you all understand they lied to the country. I don't think you all get why the debate was so bad. They lied to the country, and everybody finally saw it. It was on full display, and nobody could bullshit their way out of it this time. Because they've been bullshitting. Every time you send a clip that's like, oh, that's a deep fake or some bullshit. Well, this time, they had to just own it. And it caused a lot of people to wake up. It caused a lot of independent voters to go, what the fuck? And you may think getting rid of Biden fixes that. It doesn't. Because the people responsible for pushing that lie are still in power. They're still there. Kamala Harris, the Democrat, they're all still there. Nobody's buying that they didn't know. They're all trying to say they didn't know, and they all knew. They all knew it. And they lied to it's such a big lie. It's such an insulting lie. And a lot of people feel duped. A lot of people feel stupid that they didn't see it sooner because they did see those clips and they believed that they were fake. And then they saw the debate and they realized none of those clips are fake. Like, holy shit. Everything the conservatives say are true. And the Democratic Party look like a bunch of clowns. How can you trust these people? How could you vote for them? I just don't understand it. Do you have no self-respect? Are you that much of a bitch that you're going to let them fear-monger you into voting for them after they insulted you in such a way? They lied to your face every day. They've been doing it for years. They continue to do it. I'll never understand how you reward them by voting for them. Then they say, well, Trump lied. Then you ask them, remember when I asked that dude the other night, I go, give me an example of Trump's lying. They didn't have anything. He couldn't rattle anything off his head. He couldn't fire one off real quick, bro. It's hilarious. They just spew this propaganda and they say these talking points, but they never get questioned on them. No one ever goes, okay, list off the lies. You just assume Trump is a liar because he's a politician, and he does lie. But ask them to list off some lies. Let's talk about the lies. And then we'll talk about the people you vote for and the lies they've told and the impact of those lies as you compare them to Trump's lie about how much his hotel's worth. Or who gives a fuck, bro? His hotel. How does that impact my life? Versus the lies of the Democratic Party that impact my life, cause wars to break out, all these things we've seen, the lies of the media, the damage it does to people's lives, far greater than lying about the price of the hotel. Who gives a fuck about that? Oh, he said he was going to build the wall, and then, oh yeah, that wall that you fought tooth and nail to block him from. Like, we're all just supposed to forget him desperately trying to get that built every day, trying to come up with a way to get around your bullshit, to get around you Democrats blocking what's best for the country. He had to, I mean, it shouldn't even be a fight to secure our border, but we got you fucking retards who are fucking children who think we shouldn't secure our border, so we got to fight with you. We've got to get around your dumb ass to do the right thing. Every day we're trying to do the right thing, and we got you retards in the way. Just in the fucking way. acting like a bunch of idiots. I mean, who the fuck even protests for an open border? Don't even make sense. The shit you guys are fighting for don't even make sense. It's the dumbest shit. You're dumb as fuck. Why should anybody take you serious ever again after this Biden debacle, this shit with Biden for the last 4 years? I can't take you serious after you voted for that. I told you in 2020, I can't take you people serious. 81 million of you voted for this. That means 81 million of you are dumb as fuck. I mean, there is no other way around it. You're dumb as fuck. And 4 years later, how can you argue otherwise? How can you argue that voting for Biden wasn't a fucking stupid idea at this point? How can you argue that COVID lockdowns were a good idea at this point? How can you make these arguments? And if you try to make them, how can I do anything other than laugh at you? Because you're just stupid. And that's the thing about a real dumb motherfucker. He don't know how dumb he is. Dumb and arrogant. So a terrible combination. And that's what you guys are. You're dumb and arrogant. You spew lies with such conviction. You're just, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I watched David Pakman. Oh, David Pakman's smart. I watched Destiny. He's smart. You know how I know Destiny's not smart? It's very simple. He got on the internet and mocked a dead firefighter as a 36-year-old man. It's some of the dumbest behavior I've ever witnessed in my life. It's counterproductive to your career, to your life, to everything. It's just stupid behavior. You would expect to see it out of a dumb child who's just trying to be edgy on the internet, doesn't know any better, doesn't understand the way he's acted. But when you see it from a 36-year-old man, it shows the level of intelligence that man possesses. This is not a smart man. This is not an intelligent man. Because no intelligent man would act in such a way. He would not dance on the grave of some poor innocent father who died protecting his child. He just wouldn't do it. It's bad optics. It's not funny. It does nothing for me as a man to mock that guy. It actually makes a fool of me. I actually look like a giant clown. So, because he's not a smart guy. He's an edgy internet nerd. He's an edgelord. He's not some intelligent man. He just talks really fast and takes Adderall. That doesn't make him smart, guys. I can talk really fast too, and I could go pop some Adderall too. But what does that do? Why would I think that a guy who thinks conservatives should be genocided, why would I think that he's arguing in good faith? Why wouldn't I think everything he says is a lie? He can't be trusted at all, especially when he's talking about Trump. Can't be trusted. Because he has proven to the world that he is not going to be fair. He's the opposite of fair. He wants the other side to die. Once you express these opinions, I mean, it's really hard to take you serious when you're talking about the other side, like, because you're willing to lie. I mean, if you're willing to kill him, you're certainly willing to lie about him. Surely, I mean, hell. Killing him is a lot worse than, I got to get off here, too. I got to go make some money, pay the electric bill, because my phone's going to die. And, yeah. How will I charge it? So I got to get off here. But I'll be back later, I guess. Maybe. Who knows? Got to go fix my brakes. Go do some orders. I'll make some money. Any final words before I go? God, I hope this poor portable battery. It has some battery on it. It does. Good. I think he's done with the roof. So we're probably done with that. I need to be staying home healing up, but I need money. I got no money to eat. My electric's off. Got to get to work. Got to do something. So we got to go out and do some Ubers or something. Well, you're late, as usual. You're playing into stereotypes. Eli. They just don't have your size. What do you want to do about it? Oh my God, I want to get this charge, and there it goes. No, I'm not. Don't come in here trolling. We already talked about that. Nobody believes that nonsense you're talking. I've already dissected that conversation. Trust me. It's a waste of time. Well, we need $5 to turn the electric back on. $5 to eat. Need at least a 10. I should have got that free ice cream at Burger King yesterday. It was national. You know, Biden dropped out on National Ice Cream Day. He didn't body nobody. I get you're trolling, but we've already talked about that. That's what I'm saying. Like, too late to troll about it. We've already dissected it. Yeah, the lecture just got turned off. We were sitting here and the lights went out. I thought I had another day. I'm waiting on this ride to come so I can go drop this bike off and have him fix my brakes. Then we can go do some work, make some money. I'm not riding that without brakes, though. I'm just not doing it. I'm not having another fucking wreck. Fuck that. I need to go to the gym today, too, take a shower and get water. I need them brakes. They just don't work. That's part of the reason I couldn't stop the other night quick enough. Like, them damn brakes are fucking shitty. I called the guy. He was like, oh, you just got to do this. And I'm like, nah, I'll just bring it in, man. I can't fix it. I done tried. So, you gonna have to fix it. You're going to have to fix it. Can't believe it's already Monday again. Just leave it off. Sit in the dark. Good for you. And it's gonna rain tonight. I'm going nowhere. Waiting on this ride to fix these brakes. I'm gonna try to go get some Ubers in or something, make some money. That's my plan for the rest of the day. I have to have the bike. Listen, things happen in life, but life has to roll on. You can't just live in fear. I still have to go make some money, still have bills to pay, still got to feed myself. And that's just what I have to do. And that's just life. I can't sit here and go, oh, I'm scared. Oh, I don't want to get back on that bike. Oh, I'll get hurt again. I'm just not going to ride it at night because every wreck I've ever had has been at night. So I'm just going to not ride it at night. Either I can't see the person, or they can't see me, or I can't see the object in the way and I hit it. You know what I mean? So 3 times it's happened at night. We're just not going to have a 4th time. We're just not going to ride it at night anymore. It's very simple. It's too dangerous. Like, I thought about not paying the bike. I thought about just taking it back. But I was like, well, then I'm walking everywhere, and it's not going to help me at all. I need this bike. So it is what it is. I wasn't looking off to my left. That's just not true. The issue has nothing to do. The reason I hit him is because I didn't see him. It was dark. So you can fantasize with the theories. I'm actually the guy that was riding the bike. I know where I was looking. I know what I was paying attention to. I was paying attention to the road, as I always do at nighttime, because I was worried about hitting like an object or something. So I'm looking at the street. I'm looking at the light shining on the street. But you can only see just a little bit in front of you. There's just pitch blackness past that light. Sudden, there's just somebody there. It's just out of nowhere. It was like a ghost came out of the fucking another dimension and just appeared in front of me. And there was no time, and my brakes are fucked up. So I don't have good brakes that I can really hit and kind of grind to a halt. I tried to swerve to my left to avoid him. There just wasn't enough time. And I was thinking about, goddamn, I can't go too much to the left. I'll get hit by a car. This is what is going through my mind in that split second where I have to I'm trying to avoid this guy. There's no avoiding him. I don't have enough time. I can't go far enough to the left. If I go too far in the left, I'm in the middle of Dixie Highway and I'm going to get rear-ended by a car and I'm going to die. So there's only so far I can swerve to the left. It was just an unfortunate accident that happened because I couldn't see the guy. And that's just the reality of it. I'm not going to ride it at night no more. And he's probably going to be thinking, he's probably going to be watching out when he's walking down the street at night now. He's probably going to wear brighter clothes because, you know, shit like this happens to you. You change. You're like, well, I ain't doing that shit no more. I'll never take that bike out at night ever again after that. I'm done. I'm done trying to ride that at night. There's just too much shit you can't see. Remember that one night that guy was like standing on the side of the road. I went right by him. He just appeared like it was like, holy shit. The fuck? He was just standing in the darkness. Like, what the fuck? You just don't, you underestimate just how fucking dark it is. It's dark as fuck. And you think because you got headlights and stuff, but it's, those lights only light up so much. And there's so much darkness all around you. Just an unfortunate accident that's in the past now. And I certainly won't be taking that bike out at night no more because it's just too dangerous out there. If it's not someone, it's an object in the way or something you're going to hit, or a car hits you, somebody hits you. Being out at night is on these bikes is dangerous. It's just not something I can recommend doing anymore. I just cannot do it no more. I can ride it at night because I can see. Every accident I have has been because of darkness, 100%. When I broke my jaw in 2009, I hit something on the sidewalk at night because I couldn't see it. When I got rear-ended on that moped, she couldn't see. You know what I mean? I guess it's just dark, and I mean, I get you can see the lights on the back of it, but she was probably texting or something. I don't know. But it always happens at night. Like, nighttime is just a bad time to be riding around on two wheels. It's a bad time. And I've learned my lesson. Oh, man. I don't know why you guys act like it's like the things you say in the chat are so far away from the reality of my life right now. It's so funny to me. It just makes me laugh. It cracks me up, like the way you all talk about my life. Like, it's not even reality, bro. I've been working. Like, what? Can you all explain to me why you have this narrative you created about me that I don't work when you know I've been working with my buddy on the roof? You know I've been doing Uber deliveries. I mean, I stream all the time, make money off that. I'm just trying to figure out like this idea that I just lay on my ass all the time, don't do nothing. Or that I need your advice on finding a job. Like, I've been working with my buddy on the roof. I just got in a fucking accident. I got in a fucking major accident, was all banged up with a sling on my arm and shit, and big gash in my arm. And the next day, people was like, "Did you go apply for a job?" It's like, brother, I get that I get the urge to troll all the time, but once again, just act like a normal person, bro. I was just in a major wreck. I'm not getting up the next day and doing anything. I'm gonna lay here in the bed and try to heal up because I'm hurt really bad. I about got hit by a car, so I get that you weren't there. But this happened to me, and I can remember falling on the ground and looking up and headlights coming at me. I thought I was going to die, so that was a lot to deal with that night. And I thought I was going to get jumped by this fucking dude and his fucking friend. I mean, there was a lot going on that night. The adrenaline was pumping and shit, like. And then the next day you wake up and you're like, oh my God, everything hurts. and you got to get to the hospital because you still ain't went, and it's just, oh, you don't know if your arm's broke and all this shit. And the last thing I'm worried about is, oh, what about this bill coming up? I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm hurt. I'm still hurt. I just have to do something today. I have to make some money today. The power's out. I need food. I don't have the luxury to sit around too long and not do something. That's why I find the narrative so funny that I don't work, don't do nothing, because I literally don't have the luxury to lay on my ass and just not do anything. I've been doing it all weekend and I'm broke as fuck because I've been doing it. So now it's like Monday, I've got to get my ass up and I'm still in pain. But I've got to do something. Oh, man. But everything's not about money. You know, happiness is, we talked about this in depth this morning when we talked about destiny. You guys that think everything's about money and that's what happiness comes from, there's more to life than your bank account. So I don't just gauge my life in money and go, well, I'm happier now because this or that. No, 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 no. I'm used to being broke. I've been broke all my life, so it's really nothing new to me. So it's really not that. I mean, my power's out. You don't see me panicking right now. I'm having a fucking panic attack because it's like, yeah, I'll figure it out. When I decide to get up and go figure it out, I'll figure it out. Panicking does nothing. It's a waste of time. I just know myself too well. I'm a 37-year-old man. I've lived a life and I know myself. That's why I'm calm under pressure. That's why I don't panic. Jessica made me soft. That's why I panicked when she left. I was soft. I was soft. The softness of being in that relationship. But that went away very quickly, and then I realized who the fuck I am, and it's like, I don't need to panic about nothing, really. Fuck it, who gives a shit? I've been through worse. Been through way worse. I've been in worse accidents than that bike wreck. I've been hit by a car, fucking head split open, I fucking broke my jaw, been worse, been through worse. I've been here before with the power outs. Nothing new. Nothing new. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to get kicked out of here, so I don't put a lot of money on the electric, right? I'll put a 5 on it. Because, you know, I don't want to put a bunch of money on it and then wake up one morning and, you know, oh, well, it's, you got to leave. That's why I hate paying the water bill every month. I put it off to the last minute because it's like $60, and I don't know if I'm going to be here another month. But then I end up being. See, I don't know when I get kicked out of here. I'm not sure. And I thought I had another day on the electric, but clearly not. But no big deal. You get $5, you throw it on there, it comes right back on. It's not a big deal. It'll be okay. People's like, move across the country. What kind of solutions are these, brother? I'll just get a job in town. I've been working on the roof with my friend. He's been paying me. I wasn't going to take his job and then turn around and get another one and go, well, sorry, buddy, but I can't help you on that. I know I promised to do it and you promised to pay me, but I've decided, nah. That's just not who I am. I promised to do the job and I done the job with him. I couldn't do it the other day because I was fucking hurt. They don't need me bumbling around on that fucking roof with one arm falling off of it or something. That's the last thing he needs is me falling off that roof of his fucking house. That's not good for him. And then people act like I don't want to work. I've been working. I was doing Instacart so much, y'all was bitching because I wasn't on here. It's so dumb. Y'all have the dumbest narratives. Like, you're so bad at it. Doesn't even add up to reality. The constant urge to troll about everything and all, you know what I'm saying? Just always go to trolling. If I'm doing Instacart, you don't care about the fans. You don't care about the. If I'm sitting here streaming, you need to work. You need to do. The constant urge just to troll and get a reaction. It's so obvious because it's been done. It's been beaten into the ground. It's been done so much that it's so obvious now. This is why everybody rolls their eyes when you do it. It's not because they're kissing my ass or fanboying me or anything like that. It's because they see it the same way I see it. This is just, we've seen this too many times. We've experienced it enough. We get it. That's why you'll hear a lot in the chat or in the comment section. We get it. Everyone's saying we get it because we do get it. You know, we understand. We're bored with it. It's already 2 o'clock. These motherfuckers taking a sweet ass time. All right, I'm gonna get off and call them. I get up here and fix these brakes, man. Go to work before it gets dark. Oh, Instacart is very sustainable. See, I'm tired of that. I am so tired of listening to y'all spew bullshit. I'm gonna put it to you very bluntly. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, son. Everything you have said in this stream is so far from reality. It is just ridiculous. I was making such good money. I miss Instacart. Things were going so good in my life when I was getting up doing Instacart every day. Man, life was so good. I had plenty of money. I was able to pay the bills, feed myself. Things were fine. I was taking care of my mom, taking care of some bitch.